So this is a bit of a surprise. Is there something going on? Did you expect this?
I knew something was going on with this lot over here. I didn't know exactly what, but it looks like I have this house here right next door, and this house, this lot is a vacant lot, and it looks like somebody's bought it, and they're going to build a structure there. It's probably going to be a house. I envision just the way if they're going to get that lot, probably going to build a very very nice house, a very nice house.
Shouldn't you know in advance though what's going to be built next to you? I mean, do they need approval? Do they need to show?
Oh yeah, I mean you can't just uh, build a house. It's gone through a whole process. But I've only just bought this house 4 or 5 months ago, so I'm not really involved with the community activities. But there's a process you have to go through in DC to be able to build a structure like this. You have to get approvals. You got to get ANC approvals. You got to get the neighbors buy-in, and so there are hearings and so on.
So that means
Which
you should have gotten mail or something that says a notice that you're.
maybe, but again, this has been a vacant house, so this house has been empty, and I'm not really that sort of in tune with what's going on around here. But it's not that difficult to find out. But the good thing is that they're going to build a house here, which is good. And the good thing is that it's going to be a very nice house, I envision, which is going to boost up the property values, and which in turn will boost the value of my house since I'm right next door. So it'll be a comparable. It's a very, very nice location, right opposite the park. So on this block, I think my house and this house has probably got the best views of the Kenilworth Park. All the other houses, they're okay, but this one should have a nice view of the park. And
And the tennis courts across the street there.
you got tennis courts, you got rec center, you got trails, you got Anacostia Park down there. They're going to build a rec center around here, and it's a very, very uh, it's going to be one of those areas. It's one of those hidden gems in DC. They're scattered around the place. People don't know they exist until you get there. And this area I didn't even know existed until I just happened to be told about this house. So I'm glad that I bought it. And I was going to sell it, but right now I'm leaning heavily towards keeping the house. So I'm probably going to keep it. This is one of those houses where you keep for about 5 to 10 years, and you ride it out until the development comes down here. The development here, this is more of that. This is more of a desirable location than the other house we just came from. Um, it's a better neighborhood, and as a result of that, it's going to appreciate faster than the other house that we just came from. Obviously, this is a single-family house, so it's going to appreciate more. This is the primary reason why I'm keeping the house. It's got a lot of good upside potential, and it's a very unique house. It's a beautiful house, and it's turned out beautiful.
Well, I like the masonry there. That looks.
Yeah, it's a very unique house. It's a custom house, and it's not your cookie cutter DC house. But the real, I think, the deal sealer is the location. I mean, look at this. You can't get this. This is the kind of stuff you expect in Maryland, Virginia. You don't expect this in DC. So people will pay a premium for this, and and that's the reason why I'm keeping it. And this is a federal park, so it's not a DC park. It's a federal park owned by the National Park Service. So they're not going to build anything here. And based on speaking to the neighbors, I think that they have a lot of good development plans around for this park. As you can see, they've done some improvements. They've improved the trails around here, and there's bike paths, and so on. So it's definitely a keeper. Okay.